so tired of these 30 IQ brain-dead idiots who listen to people like...
Gotta do this all over again. So this video kind of just sums up what I've known in the back of my head that I couldn't prove for the last 4 years of playing Warzone and loving every single second of it, even though I was just a dumpster fire of a player. You know, watching all these streamers and just how their recoil was just so incredibly good that I could never ever duplicate their builds in a way that I felt, you know, matched what I saw on stream. Because you can look at the visual recoil and the bullet pattern and the lasers that just come out of some of these guns that just is so unnatural. Like the XM4, you know, was like a huge hacker gun just because it had such low visual recoil and that they could just write it off as just like, you know, it's just got low visual recoil, you know. And a lot of people called that a hacker's meta. Anyways, you know, like the point here is that this video is going to talk about a little podcast that isn't part of Call of Shame, but just a bunch of other streamers, and we get to watch some of these people who are talking about, like, hey, you know, like, what's the atmosphere about cheating and hacking associated with the World Championship Tournament for COD, and how is that coming up? You know, like, how is that going to be enforced, and, you know, who should be sweating and who shouldn't be. You know, it's going to be, you know, a huge event, and I'm really, really excited for it. So we're going to jump into this video. It's going to, I don't know how long it is, but it's by Call of Shame, whatever. That's not what I wanted. But Call of Shame has always been pretty, you know, interesting to listen to. You know, I wouldn't say that I believe everything he says. Some of it's kind of conjecture for the most part, but I'm really, really happy that he has these other streamers kind of giving the content for him instead of him trying to explain what the content is, you know, because this is a really, really, really good damning piece of evidence that there are streamers who say that they're perfectly fine, you know, that, you know, nobody's cheating and, you know, nobody could be caught cheating, so on and so forth. So this is going to be a bomber of a video. So, like, just sit tight.
Call of Shame.
I put out a video exposing the Activision influencer relations team and how Shanice was a massive problem. It was well researched and welcomed and appreciated by the community. Well, guess what? This one, that still even now, thinks men shouldn't have internet access. Well, she no longer works for Activision.
Septico. What's up?
Oh.
Hey, I'm going to do this video real quick, and then we'll jump in.
What?
I'm doing a video about Activision's tightening down on cheaters and hackers and how it is going to implicate a bunch of big-time known streamers.
Okay. Oh,
like
alright, so...
It's a 10-minute video.
Huh?
It's a 10-minute video.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it gives me enough time to do what I was going to do then.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Alright, I'll set a timer for 15 minutes then.
That'll work.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Alright, dude. See you in 10.
Or Call of Duty. All references have been removed, and the Twitter account is now in protection mode. The points I raised were genuine concern.
Joe,
and I do believe they were a...
Look at all this money. All this money that he's gotten from streaming. Wouldn't it be such a huge crusher if he was caught or had to underperform at World? Like, that would be killer.
Addressed by Activision.
And Joe like seemed pretty great to watch, but you know, he was also one of those people who just had uncomfortably good recoil and really good awareness. You know, he just almost like he had a slight advantage over everybody he was playing.
That team just loved wasting money. Activision know the streamers are cheating. It says this on their lawsuit. We can see, among the customers of the cheating software are high-profile streamers. They choose their words carefully, not streamers, but high-profile.
Activision like knows who's hacking and who's not. Like I sat down with James with Activision the night before.
You know, I think Activision couldn't really take any action because they didn't have a system in place in order to be able to properly show that certain users were using an advantage, some sort of augmented version of the game. And that's why that they kind of just had to let this roll out. You know, I guess it was cheaper to just create a new game with the availability to see people who are running modified versions of COD. Anyways, you know, the point here is that, you know, I think Activision just had to wait it out, because if they were just denying people access to a game arbitrarily because they were under a suspicion of hacking, it would probably make them liable in some sort of way, and they would, you know, have a really hard time marketing and making money off of Warzone anyways. So.
And like we talked about a whole bunch of creators that they were like, oh yeah, we know these people are hacking. We're just waiting for them to like give us proof, and then they'll ban them live. Like they know.
Activision are very clear. They want to ban the streamers live. Could this have been a test, ahead of the World Series of Warzone Finals in London? They logged Jimbo for using walls in his bedroom, then waited until he was at a public place, then slapped him with a permanent ban. Activision are very clear. High-profile streamers cheat. Clearly Joe didn't get the memo.
Percentage of big streamers do you think do cheat?
It's Joe Will.
0.
There is a reason
That's Joe Will.
Activision want these streamers banned live. I watched a streamer create a new account, use a transfer service for his stats, then copy them across. Transfer services cost $10, and you can copy anyone's stats you want. Nobody will ever know. Someone from Activision reached out to me via email months ago. However, it fits very nicely to the current events, doesn't it?
I can promise you this, Activision absolutely detests cheating. People have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. The cheating problems are a constant battle. Activision are not blind to your content. Whilst they don't necessarily agree sometimes with your hypothesis, the information you provide is invaluable. There are many creators they know are cheating, but it needs to be done the right way, investigated and then verified. It is important to ban these creators live, away from their setup, or they will make up excuses.
Now this kind of interpretation right here, where it's just this mystical source where there's no reference, I really take a lot of issue with stuff like this, and you see this in the political world too. Unnamed sources try to, you know, lead investigations and cause people to become under, you know, great amount of, you know, skepticism because, you know, somebody who didn't want to be named made an accusation. You know, I don't really trust this part of the video.
Excuses are just rebrand. Everyone has to see it, so what better place than in-person tournaments with large...
This is what you call inadmissible evidence. So it's not valid, doesn't prove a point, doesn't prove a different point, it's just an ideologue of some kind.
Pools. The devs work around the clock creating this game, and to say they are furious at the constant whining is an understatement. They watch the PR teams fussing over streamers like a lost puppy. It drives them mad. Plans are in the works. They will be banned. Everyone will see it. That's all I will say.
Look at this.
Curious, and it became clear to me, this has been planned for a very long time. Could they be waiting until the World Series of Warzone Finals in London? I was alerted via email that the...
This is the part where, you know, I'm pretty good at reading people, like when they're uncomfortable or when, you know, they know things that they can't really say out in the open, but they're thinking them in their head, and you can feel it in the way that they're presenting themselves and their body language. Watch this.
4 bored housewives were about to start another episode of The View. I couldn't believe what I heard. As they were rambling on about nonsense, they started to discuss cheating, and this got my attention. I want you all to listen to this very carefully.
I've heard a lot of things this weekend, and I honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore, and it's one of those things where
This guy looks incredibly nervous. He doesn't know what to believe. He's fearing the worst is what it looks like. This is fearing the worst.
and so we can talk after stream about this kind of stuff.
Talk after stream. What are you hiding from? I know you streamers are embarrassed that you are all being banned lately. Too bad.
But the whole Jimbo situation, bro, the whole Jimbo hacking situation, based off what Doug said, is that he talked to somebody that the spokesperson from Activision, and they said that with the new anti-cheat thing, that if you log into another account, or if you log into your account on another location, they can see if you're cheating. How that works, I don't know. I'm low-key, that's dope if that's true. What's y'all's thoughts on this? This guy Jimbo was cheating for however long online, and then came to LAN, and there's a lot of weird things behind this.
Joe is like,
I don't know. What's y'all's
Joe
thoughts?
is like, uh-oh, alarm, 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 get him, delete, 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 no computer, new everything, start grinding a new account, you know, like.
Joe Woe has gone into full panic mode. He tries to understand about this bombshell Activision are about to drop on these low IQ bedroom Warzone streamers.
So wait, so if you
Listen to him. Listen to him. He's going to talk about hypotheticals. Hypotheticals.
playing from home and you have cheats, they can see what cheats are on what computer, or if you just sign in and there's somebody that has cheated, or there's something on that computer that's weird, it flat, like, is that
Yeah,
what
I
you're
don't,
saying?
honestly.
He's so nervous. Look at how nervous he is. Like, look at him. He's so
I don't know who Doug
nervous.
talked to, or whatever, but Doug said that there's Warzone players that they're suspicious of, and that they'll find if they're hacking up once they sign into their accounts at the London LAN.
Repulse is correct. I also confirmed directly from Activision that this is factual. It's something they have always
Repulse. He knows.
hinted at. Beware any streamers that do not attend the London finals. Activision know the streamers are cheating. Have they finally had enough of the low IQ streamers?
See, the thing is, why would they leak that? You know, like, why would they leak that? The streamers must have, like, inside, like, contacts who can, like, kind of let them in on it, I guess. I guess this is all from COD, and maybe COD, like, wanted a bunch of really good players, and so they gave certain people hacks and cheats. This is all, you know, circumstantial. I don't really have any evidence to support that, but, you know, it's like, why would COD say that they detest cheaters but don't want to expose everybody, you know, and want, you know, people to keep their streaming careers, you know, like that to me, you know, it just sounds like they're trying to give a carrot to certain people. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me.
How that works, I don't know. Like, nobody knows, but like, this is a very weird situation. I don't know if I can find the tweet. If anybody has it, send it to me. And
You see, like, none of these people are responding in the way that I feel. I'm excited for this, man. I want to find them because Activision thinks it. Activision has a plan in place. So does that mean Go JJ, and Isaac, and Jowo, and Repulse? They're all silent and just dumbfounded by this. They seem like they're looking at the Grim Reaper, man. Are y'all nervous? Y'all scared? Like, why would you be scared, man? You should be like, yeah, finally, we're going to get these hackers and cheaters. Like, definitely not the way Dr. Disrespect, you know, detests cheating, or Tim the Tatman, or, you know, Nick Merckx. Like those three seem to be, like, on the up and up when it comes to their playing abilities. But everybody else, everybody here isn't like gung-ho. Yeah, I can't wait to see who doesn't show up. I can't wait to see who's gonna, you know, come up with excuses on why they're not gonna go to the world championship because we're all part of the same community and we're all trying to build up COD, right? No, they're all playing for themselves. They're honestly just trying to make money, and they're lying to their audiences. This is going to be epic. When is the world tournament? World Championship. Dodd. COD. World Championship 2023, April 27th. It's already happened? The COD edition of COD Mobile is set to begin on April 27 with the in-game solo qualifiers. While the exact rules have been announced yet, the format will be similar to previous years with similar. Is it 2024? Let's say location. Oh, June 15 to 18. So it just happened. Last weekend. This one's in Las Vegas. This doesn't look right. Wikipedia, what the heck? September. Okay. Man, that'd be cool if we could all go there and watch who doesn't show up and who does. Oh man, that'd be wild. All right, let's get back to the video.
Put it up, but that's they're saying that they have a lot of people, the Warzone players, that are in their radar.
Yet, people still deny this fact.
Dude, Repul's like, I want to know what his source is.
As long as there's no false bans, because there's so many times where, let's say, Rah got banned and he says he's false banned. WAG says he's false banned. 5x5 says he's false banned. Like, says she's false banned.
Yes, baby, yes. Look at him squirm. Look at him squirm. Oh man, he's contemplating life. He's like, oh shit, I can't even see straight. He's about to poop his diaper, and this guy's about to have a nervous breakdown right here on stream.
At the point where, like, okay, is there really how many people are ever false banned? Or, like, what is, okay, let me,
all false banned.
Yeah, do you guys think...
never recovered, never reinstated.
Yeah, okay, that's my question. Do you guys think there's such a thing as false bans, or no? You guys think if you're banned, it's more than likely you fucked up? You're cheating.
Shadow banning.
Now they're trying to create dissent or, discrediting all these bans. Excuse me, all these bans.
And then there's permanently banning.
Yeah, exactly. There's two different things.
Yeah.
What are y'all's thoughts, Coach?
I mean,
No, I'm pretty positive you're going to say the exact same thing. Like, if you're getting hardware banned, it's like there is unequivocal into the game, see you later proof. No, there is no accident. You boofed, or the only accident that could happen in theory, and this was my understanding, is that if you were to log into it, and this is the kind of nature of LANs, if you were to log into a computer that had cheats on it when you log into your game, that will flag you for a full hardware ban. Like, it'll get you
100%. It's part of the game that you are trying to play, and it is accessing those extra files that you are going to use to get an advantage on the other players that you are connected to.
fully out. Or whatever ban.
At this point, Jowo becomes increasingly uncomfortable. They know they will underperform at the finals, so here come the excuses.
There are going to be people that are a nervous wreck when it comes to LAN, and they cannot perform nearly as good as they can at their setup.
Nervous wreck. Why? If the skills are, you know, are drilled into your mind, into your cortex, like, how can you honestly not apply it to the outside world? Like,
That mean they're cheating? No, that just means, brother, like, so many people in the CDL, pros, right? That some of them, well, shit, now I can't even say they don't hack, bro, because of Jimbo, fuck.
But we have seen this happen before to not.
who is Jimbo? Jimbo Ban.
Is your lawn bare and patchy or riddled with weeds? Go to truegreen.com and get a lawn you love in just 3 easy steps.
When Google Fiber first launched...
And live at a LAN event. Permanently banned at a LAN. This has happened recently to a CDL player who was playing in the CDL challenges and his account got permanently banned. So, let's crack on with the video. So this is the video of Jimbo sitting at a LAN event, as you can see, right? And the video zooms in on his account on the screen. And this little orange writing here says account banned, and that is what happens when you are permanently banned. Now, a lot of people are coming out the woodwork, like Sensor, for example, stating that he's always known this guy to be a cheater. You know someone's cheating and you don't talk out about it, you are a big part of the problem as well. But this has happened at LAN event, guys, and this is what I want to make abundantly clear. I'll try and simplify it as well so people understand. This doesn't mean that he has cheats injected at that very specific moment on LAN events. This does not mean that. What it means is that Activision have somehow found a way to detect cheats being injected on his account. So Activision will have multiple accounts building up in the background like this, so they'll already have detected cheats being injected on this account. And then when it hits a certain number, they just press a button, boom, all of those accounts get banned because they have cheats injected, or they have had cheats injected during that detection. And all that will have happened here is this Jimbo guy will have had cheats running while in the comfort of his own home, while they're doing the qualifiers to get to this LAN event, and he will have had cheats running, and that is where the cheats will have been detected. It's just unfortunate for him that he's loaded into his account on LAN events and it's been permanently banned. The issue is, right, we've seen it in the past where these guys go to LAN events and they actually get given different accounts to play on that LAN event. So nobody would ever get found out like this on LAN at all. But one thing's for sure, this guy Jimbo been caught well and truly cheating, and we know this because of a tweet that went out recently. So from Call of Duty updates on Twitter, they said, today, #Team Ricochet executed a ban wave that impacted over 1,500 accounts across Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone with cheating and hacking offences. So I would say that that pretty much lines up very nicely with Jimbo's account being banned. The question is, how many of those other 1,500 accounts are linked to different streamers or potentially professional players?
I'd say a third.
You got to remember as well, right? This is like a really big thing that's happened. It's not just a case of a streamer getting banned. It's not that. This is a guy who was competing in CDL. He was literally competing in professional Call of Duty.
Competing in professional Call of Duty, man. This goes so deep, man. Finally, we are coming to reality.
Nadia.
Yeah, I have a problem.
What's wrong?
I'm shadow banned again.
What? How?
I don't know.
She came here, but we still wanted to show what her gameplay looks like when we know 100% sure that there's no VPN, no software, no
Look at
hardware,
that.
no
Look at
collision
that
watch
recoil,
this
man. It makes me so mad. I could never get the XM4 to do that.
100% that it was a
I could
clean
never
set.
get it to do that, man.
She was playing on her friend Jasper's account, and we did some research. Jasper has a 1.5 rebirth KD, while Nadia has roughly a 3.4. The skill-based...
Yeah, the skill-based matchmaking is absolutely atrocious for a 1.5. I mean, like,
Matchmaking in Warzone
it's not
is
the
quite
same.
different for 1.5 to 3.4.
Look at the recoil.
During the stream, her Nadia account got unlocked.
Her Nadia account got unlocked, and she was actually able to play a few games on her real account. I think she dropped one 24-kill game on her personal account.
Yeah.
But
it was shadow banned.
Yeah, but apparently she got shadow banned on our stream on her main account.
Let's not forget, Nadia is a permanently banned Warzone streamer. I came across video evidence of Nadia admitting to being permanently banned. She has just been kicked out the game and immediately checks her phone to read the email from Activision.
You both started this connector?
Yeah.
What?
See this? This isn't old. This is very old. This isn't the modern Nadia.
Both got banned.
I was literally 1v4ing and a whole squad pulls up on
You
me.
looked very concerned. Tell me, are you still trolling?
The community keeps calling him a superhero, and it's starting to piss me off.
Call of shame? You fucking banana head mother.
There is a secret Call of Duty YouTuber who is trying to ruin people.
Alright, so yeah, I just wanted to show you that podcast of those 4, like, you know, stay-at-home streamers, whether or not they're really any good. I found that to be the most interesting part. You know, hopefully we're going to see more. More streamers who are less willing to show up to LAN. And the more that don't show up to LAN, the more we can start comfortably, confirming that their gameplay isn't genuine, that they're definitely using, adapted games of some kind. I really don't know why Activision just doesn't release a third-party server that runs, like Battlefield 2 back in the day had a program that ran while you were playing the game. It was called Punkbuster, and it verified all the files. It verified every single file, and they updated it weekly. It was a very, very, very popular game at the time, back in 2003, 2004, I think. It just had so many great, easy qualities, and I guess hackers are doing their best to get around it all, but that's why Activision has to stay ahead of it. They're supposed to have more money than the hackers, so they should be able to keep the hackers down so that they can't get around their software long enough that the hackers find it not worth their money. It's not worth their time to be able to make these hacks that just offer an unfair advantage to people who don't really want to offer a really genuine experience, especially to their audiences. Like 100%, this is honestly on Activision to not overwhelming all these hackers, because they're a billion-dollar company. They should have no issue waiting out and grinding out all of these third-party hackers that are creating adaptations to their software. Cease and desist all the way. Track them down. IP, like letters. Like they should be able to overwhelm the market of people who are providing cheats for Call of Duty. It shouldn't be an issue. This should not be an issue. 100% shouldn't be. We should have a nice, strong community about honest and genuine play. Like we should know who the best players are by now. The people who are truly committed, the people who are truly, the best streamers, and we don't. We genuinely don't. Like Jowo is definitely one of those. Who's that guy that hangs out with Tim the Tap Man? He looks like Jowo, but he's different. He might be. He might be using a hack, some sort of recoil mod of some kind. That too. Cronuses, I hate them. Whatever, that's the end of my video. I'll catch y'all later. Hopefully we'll see more content about Activision finally coming down on the people who are just being straight out liars. So, catch y'all on the next one. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Give me just a second. You can go and launch it up. My friends requested that I Photoshop something.
Unstoppable.